Hi everyone, welcome back to another week of the Guest Life. So we're really enjoying our holiday week with Dad so far. It's just been absolutely beautiful out. I think it's -4 degrees Celsius right now, and it's been really mild this whole week. We've been enjoying some really beautiful sunsets. And one of the most spectacular things that we've been witnessing this week are the moon sets. The moon is around its full mark, and it's just gigantic, and it's setting right behind the island out our front window. So we get to see that every morning. On Christmas, it was this bright yellow color, and I wish my camera was better because you can see all the craters and it just looks way more gigantic in person. And then the rest of the days, it's been this pastel-y sky in the morning with this big moon setting behind the island. It's just beautiful. So we've been enjoying those. We were lucky enough to be able to head into town and enjoy 2 family suppers. So John's family had a supper on Christmas, and then my family had a supper on Boxing Day. So we went into town and had fun with family, enjoyed some time with them. John ended up taking the kids on one of his infamous joy rides before we went over to Grandma's house. So that was really fun for everybody. Russell, you want to go for a Christmas sleigh ride? Yeah. Yeah? Are you sure? Yeah. Okay. Next day when we were on our way to my sister's, I ended up forgetting the goodie bag. So I told John before he scooted back to the cabin to go grab that, I told John, let me out, because I wanted to show you guys a little footage of the lake to show you where all the cracks are starting to form. Because it's just, everybody around town has been saying it, particularly the people that like live on the lake or are at their cabins. It's just popping like mad this year. I don't know if it's because the ice is just slowly forming this year instead of forming fast, or if it's because we just have absolutely no snow and it's not muffling the sound. But it's just crazy, just these thunder pop, pop, bang, bang, bang sounds all the time. Just getting ditched out here in the middle of the lake. We're on our way to go to my family's Christmas supper, and I forgot my potluck baggie, so they're running back to go grab it. We weren't that far from the cabin, but I figured while they're running back, they should ditch me. I'll show you some of these fresh cracks that have come around since we were out on the lake yesterday. So as you can see, it almost looks like wet marks coming all through here. This new little ridge wasn't here yesterday. These are our old tracks that John's been traveling back and forth. That's a new little ridge forming. You can see cracks, so you'll get a new crack in the ice like this, and then it leaks out water. It looks wet, but it's all frozen over. There's definitely a few of them today. You These tiny little ridges, and some of these pressure ridges will get huge, as tall as vehicles by the time the winter's over. I'll be laying in bed at night and the best way to describe it is thunder in the distance, but it's just almost constant rolling. It's like boom, 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 boom. Different booming sounds, and they almost just echo through the lake. I did end up catching some of that sound when the kids were doing their little sleigh ride with Dad in the car, doing some donuts and fishtails with their dad before we went in for Christmas supper. See if you can hear it now while he's coming to me. But I'm gonna get back at her. John's been slowly gathering dead trees in the bush and putting them in a pile for me. So I'm gonna start splitting those up. Here's my beautiful mud pie girls. Mud pies have turned to snow pies. I like your chair, Marley. That was a good find in the wood pile. Oh, it looks good, Marley. Sprinkle some snow on top. Is that your icing? Oh. Here's a before shot of our crazy beach. I've already started dealing with that pile a bit. There's 3 huge piles of wood junk in the bush here that have been accumulating over years and years. Time to deal with it. I'm back for a break after clearing out the beach a little bit. I'm super excited that there's no snow because I should be able to get all those piles that have just been big eyesores in the summer, but I can't burn them in the summer because there is a ridiculous amount of roots all over the beach. So if I burn on the beach, I'm just scared it's going to get your root fire and burn down the whole island. And I can't really do it in the winter because the beach bay always gets a really big drift of snow in there, and you can't even barely snowmobile in there, let alone dig out piles of wood. So I better utilize this year that we're having with no snow and try get some of those big piles out. I'll show you guys an end picture after. I've probably gotten about, I don't know, maybe a quarter of it done. And while I was doing that, Shale and Russell jumped in with John and got a few trees, slung a few trees with the truck. Because it has to rip it out fast. Whoa! That truck might not be the prettiest truck, but she's definitely been good to us. She's kept us warm for these past few winters. It's nice when you're able to get those huge big cannons off the islands because they may not be very fun for me because I have to split these gigantic big round logs, but one of those will be like a day's worth of heat. So that's when we get the biggest bang for our buck, is when that truck goes out and helps us out. But I'm going to wrap the week up there. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, so I'm sure we'll get out, have a bonfire, do some fireworks. I'll see if I can do some filming for you guys for tomorrow, and we'll share that with you next week. We'll check you later. Bye.